What's going on, y'all? Hello, everyone coming in. We doing a midday check-in. What's going on, y'all? We are doing a midday check-in. What's going on? So listen, if you have any questions, definitely. Can you hear me? Hey, Essence, can you hear me? With these headphones, I just want to make sure y'all can hear me before I get to talking. For real. I actually do have something to talk about, but I'm also here to answer any of your questions. Yes, okay. Happy Thursday, everybody. I'm sitting here getting some well-needed vitamin D. Y'all see this sunshine on me? I was walking around my neighborhood and I had to sit down because I started to get a little winded. But while I'm sitting here, I'm like, let me just go live because I have a lot of things to do when I get back to my house. So this is called maximizing my time, okay? Maximizing my time. Definitely taking any questions y'all have, tax-based questions, whether you are a new tax professional and this is your first tax season, or if you have any questions for me at all, definitely feel free to ask them now. I want to let y'all know, for those of you all who are not aware, I'm having a free masterclass this evening, tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Click the link in my bio to register. It is free. So all you need is an internet connection. And what we are discussing is if you are looking for additional income, an additional stream of income, how you can actually start a profitable stream of income without leaving your job. Okay, without leaving your job. A lot of you all aren't ready to leave your job yet, but are looking for an additional stream of income. You hate living paycheck to paycheck, and so this is definitely a way to not live that life anymore. So I'm be teaching for a good hour and a half, and then we'll have a Q&A afterwards. So definitely join that. Also, I have the first challenge of the year. My first challenge of the year starting on Sunday for the VIPs. It is how to start a tax business for the non-tax pro. Okay. So it's mainly for you all who don't think you can start a tax business. If you think that, I don't have any tax prep experience, I don't have any experience in the tax industry at all, I don't know how to prepare taxes, all you naysayers who don't think you can enter into this industry, in 5 days I can show you how you can. Okay, so it'll be an actual goal of yours, and you can really see how you can and be successful at it. I also recommend for individuals who already have experienced a tax season or 8 to definitely go ahead and register for this challenge as well, especially if you aren't making $30K or more consistently each tax season in your tax business. Tax season, not $30K in a year, $30K in 4.5 months. If you are not making that in your tax business consistently every year, then this challenge is for you too, because sometimes you have to go back and identify the gaps that you have within your existing tax business so you can fill them. You can't fill the gaps that you don't identify. Okay, so definitely this is for y'all too. And don't be ashamed, because I had my business hit a plateau years ago and I had to go back and fill in some gaps. So don't let your ego keep you broke. Is all I'm saying. That's in my link too, so click my link, my bio link, to register for that as well. Again, I'm taking questions, but I really want to, it's something that has been going on this week that I talked to Tax Boss Academy about, and the people who are in my mentor support group for this tax season. But I definitely think that this isn't just this information I'm finna tell you is just for people who pay me. Like, I want all of you all to catch this game because it's just that important. Security and security breaches in this industry, in the tax industry, is paramount. Not only is it your due diligence as a tax business owner, okay, it's your due diligence to make sure that you have your securities in place, okay, and it's a requirement. But also, in addition to it being a requirement and you legally having to put things in place to make sure that your security is A1, if you have a breach of security, even amongst your clients, you can lose your business because your clients will no longer feel comfortable coming to your business any longer. What do I mean? I mean that I had a situation this week where an old client of mine, I actually automated their business this time last year. We were wrapping up. They, I don't know, got ahead of themselves. I don't know what happened, but sent their, of course, like everyone should be doing now, sent their, hey, it's the new tax season email. Click here to upload your client information. Click here to access your portal. But somehow, some way, instead of each person having their own individual portal or link to upload their documents, they just copy paste real frivolously, real carelessly, copied and paste the same link, not realizing that that link was for one client's, it was one particular client's upload. So by the time I got the email, I was halfway proud, like, oh, look at this. But then I click on the link, and it's already someone else's information uploaded. So me, Tatiani, clicked on the link, okay? And it was already someone else's information uploaded, their W-2s, their social security numbers, everything. That is a huge issue. And if I was a client of this person, this would no longer be my tax preparer. Why? Because that could have been my information that now whoever you blasted this email to now has access to. And that is not acceptable at all. Okay? That's not acceptable. That is how you talking about how to lose your business 101. That's definitely top 3 ways how to lose your business immediately. Okay? Now, we were able to kind of rectify the issue, but before we rectified the issue, maybe some people opened it and saw it. And if they did, they're not going to be returning. I know I wouldn't. If someone breaches my information, like how scared are y'all when y'all receive the little emails from these technology companies talking about, oh, Russia done or someone hacked into our system and now your information has been what's the word that they compromised, has been compromised. You're like, oh my goodness, let me go ahead and get the gold package to whatever credit monitoring system I'm using, so to make sure that my information is up to par. But anytime I get that little email from these companies, I no longer use that company. I know they're probably doing the best they can, but I need someone to do better than your best, because I don't need you to email me talking about my information has been compromised. And that's just me as a consumer to any company. So imagine if you had imagine being a tax professional and you accidentally blast an email to all your clients and you didn't test first, because we're going to get to that in a minute, how you need to test everything before you send it to any client to make sure that the links are working and what's happening, that it includes another taxpayer's information. That is a scary story. That is a nightmare. I had bad dreams about it, and it wasn't even my business, okay? Like, that is ridiculous. That is piss poor, and it's unacceptable. And I want you all to understand that security is your number one thing. Like, okay, yes, you're in the tax prep business. Yes, you or someone in your company needs to know how to prepare a tax return. Yes. But you also need to know how to secure people's documentation. That's why people have such anxiety about filing their tax returns. Okay, they have such anxiety about filing their tax returns because of things like this, because of lack of care of security. And when you have people come into this industry who just use it as a money grab, or just come in and just come in and use this industry as a money grab, or just try to side hustle their way through it, of course they're not even thinking about security measures. They're just thinking about getting enough clients to pay for whatever they're trying to pay for. That's why I teach people how to start, build, and scale profitable tax businesses. Heavy on the business, not a side hustle, not a you can start a tax business in 30 days or less. No, you can't. If you want to, go somewhere else. I'm not the coach for you. That's why I start now in January and February, first quarter, and work with people throughout the year, because it's more to owning and running a profitable tax business than just simply preparing taxes. Preparing taxes is the service. That's easy compared to everything else that you have to do. Okay, just because you know how to prepare a tax return doesn't mean you know how to run a business. I had to find that out the hard way back in my day over a decade ago. Just because you know how to file a tax return does not mean that you know how to run a business. And of course, vice versa. But filing is so much more to owning and running a tax business outside of filing tax returns and preparing tax returns, such as security, such as making sure that you have the proper systems and SOPs in place so you can make sure that your client's information is secure. Okay? To make a mistake like that, how would they send out their return? So I actually went in and kind of did some damage control, which I password protected it. So now if a client opens up, so whereas before when I opened up the email, I could see that client had already uploaded their, like I was seeing their W-2s, all of that. So now if someone who got the email, if they get the email, then they would have to log in to even upload their own stuff. And if they try to put in their email address, it won't let them, because this is to one particular client's information, because they have they have a whole system set up that they apparently forgot to use, because I know we taught them very well how to use the system. So I don't know what happened. But now it's password protected, so they're good now. But who knows how many people already saw that email. Hopefully not a lot, because it was maybe a couple hours in between when they first started sending out the emails and when I went in to kind of help them out with that. So hopefully it's not, hopefully I saved their business. Okay, hopefully I saved their business. I need a percentage. Okay, that's what I really do. I need a percentage. But security. That is something that tax professionals have to take seriously. And that's something that we have to understand on why our clients, don't nobody really like to file tax returns. But half of the reason is because it's so much fraudulent activity in this, but it's so much fraudulent activity happening in this industry, right? So people are already, kind of anxious about all the fraudulent activity. Then you have horror stories like the one I'm telling you now, which, hopefully we put a pin in it, and that particular taxpayer's information is safe, and no one else was able to see their W-2s and social security numbers, oh my gosh, outside of me. Hopefully no one clicked on a link, so that part. But also, taxpayers give us all of their intimate documents. Everything you need to steal someone's identity is what they have to give us in order to prepare their taxes. And it's standard protocol for us to ask for these documents. But as a professional, we also have to understand that this is why they're so anxious about, new tax professionals and all of that, because of the security. They're literally giving us their full name, their address, their social security numbers, their date of birth, their kids' social security numbers, their bank account information, their income information. They are giving us everything. That is not a settling feeling of someone who's not in the industry, who, that they know they have to do it, so they do it, but it comes with a lot of anxiety. And us as tax professionals, we have to understand that about our clients. So we have to treat them with a little bit more TLC. You get what I'm saying? We have to treat them with a little bit more like understanding, like I understand your hesitation. So we have to make sure that they trust us, that we're not doing no funky stuff to have them side-eyeing us in this already high anxiety circumstance that they have to do. That's called the tax preparation filing system. We have to understand that, like, this is another day at the office for us, but some people, like, no one is just like waking up like, I'm getting my taxes done today. You have some people because they know they might be getting a large refund, but people as a whole, like, even the people who are getting a large refund, they still don't like the process. It's still, not their favorite thing to do. I'm sure they'll be much rather be doing something else than trying to file their taxes. Okay. So what I will say is some things how you can avoid this is test. Any system that you have, I don't care if you use the free version of a system or you're paying $1,500 a month, okay, or you pay someone like me $7,500 to automate your tax business. You definitely need to make sure that you are testing everything before you send it out. I have dummy emails. I'm on my own email list. Before I send, if you've ever received an email from me, an automation, if you've ever downloaded a freebie from me, if you've ever registered for any of my challenges or my webinars, whether it was free or paid, you get a text message, you get an email immediately, you get your deliverable, you get access to the back office. All of that is automated. Trust and believe I done tested all of that before I even put that into motion, before I even put that link in my bio. I send it to myself. I open an incognito. Window on my computer, so it won't, even know that it's me. I log in like I was one of you all. I purchase the thing, or whether it's free or paid, and I make sure that everything is working. I make sure that the emails and the text messages are firing off. I'm making sure that this link works, that link works. I'm making sure that, and then even once I get the email, I'm reading the email to try to reduce any typos, to make sure it still sounds correctly. Whether I wrote the email or my content person wrote the email, I still want to make sure that that it makes sense, okay, that I'm giving the value. I'm clicking the link to make sure, okay, if I'm telling you you're going to get a workbook, I'm clicking the link to make sure you're getting a workbook. I'm clicking this link to make sure that you can upload your documents and not see anything else. I'm making sure that everything works, because of functionality, okay? And I don't want no one emailing me talking about they didn't get ABC, because no, I have automation. Yes, you did. Stop playing with me. Like I tested it myself. It works. But B, security. So I definitely, and is it a pain sometimes? Yes. Do I want to just set something up and be like, okay, it worked last time, so it should work this time? Yeah, I do. But having a profitable, successful business means having a boring business. And boring sometimes means repetitive. So every time that I implement something, I'm testing it just to avoid stuff like this, because all I have is my name. I can always make more money. I can always get more material possessions. But if my name is through the mud because people no longer feel comfortable doing business with my company or myself, that I gotta go to Magic City now. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do something strange for a little piece of change now. Y'all know I don't have no sense. And for y'all who don't know, Magic City is a strip club here in Atlanta. But don't judge me. But no, y'all get what I'm saying. What program? Hey, Hayden Singleton, what program are you referring to? Because I just did a lot of talking. If you're still up here, you're asking what program, what, and you can go ahead and type in the chat what program you're asking about. Hey, what program? Okay. Had to put my battery on low mode. It's about to die. But we cool. We got 20%. We out here. So we got a few more minutes. But while you're putting in your response, I just want y'all to make sure y'all testing. Even I don't care if you're using MailChimp, for you were talking about the program you were hosting. You were talking about the program that you were hosting your online members with. I was talking about the program that I was hosting my online members with. I host a lot of things. What was I talking about? Well, I have a free masterclass tonight. You can click the link in my bio and register for that. I have a challenge coming up on Monday, a 5-day challenge. If you're VIP, it starts Sunday. If you're regular admission, it starts Monday, the 23rd. So I have that. Were you talking about Tax Boss Academy? Oh, you said the masterclass. You said the platform you were that I was checking. So I use you talking about what I personally use for my automations? I want to make sure I'm answering your question, because I hate when people don't answer questions, so I just want to make sure I'm answering your questions. Are you referring to the platform that I personally use for all of my automations? Or are you talking about one of my programs that you can actually join? And this wind is blowing. I hope y'all can still hear me. The masterclass. That's the one that you use. Okay, so I currently use a software called Enum, ENUM, and I'll actually, if you DM me now, because I'm out walking, DM me now, and I'll send you the link so you can do. It's either a 7 or 14-day trial. And what Enum is it instead of having an email software, a text software, a funnel software, a website software, which I actually used to pay for all of those individually. Like I used to use Community for my text messaging, my bulk text messaging. I used to use ConvertKit for my email. I used to use ClickFunnels for my funnels and websites. I used to use all of these other things. Now I pay one platform, Enum, and definitely DM me. For any of y'all, DM me, send me the link, and I'll know exactly what link you're talking about. It has all of those things. So it has automations, it has emails, it has funnels. So like if you click on any of my links in my bio, that isn't my actual website. Those are what's called landing pages and funnels. And so it takes you from a landing page. You either purchase, you put in your information, you get access to whatever you purchase, or, and then you go to the next page. Like I create that, and like that's a funnel, so I used to use ClickFunnels for that. Now all of that is in Enum. Also, so it has a blog, affiliate program, automations, email, also my membership. So my membership area, I used to use Samcart for my membership, and I used ClickFunnels membership before I used Samcart, and I've used Kajabi as well for my membership. So side note, if you sign up for my challenge next week, you'll get access to the back office. That's a membership. If you are part of my Tax Boss Academy, that's definitely a membership where all of my online courses are housed or whatnot. So that's all of that stuff I use is in one system, and it's super cool, and it is not even that expensive at all. I pay $197 a month, which is gasp, because I used to pay at least right up under $500 for ClickFunnels, ConvertKit, Community, because Community was like $99 a month. ConvertKit was about a $99 a month. ClickFunnels, I had the $299 a month one, so we already over $500 now. Kajabi was a little bit, I know Samcart I got in early, so that was like, I think I was paying $99 a month. So when they added the membership, I didn't have to pay extra because I was already a member. So yeah, I done been through some softwares, okay? But now I use eNoom, and I actually made the switch probably this time last year. So it's been right up on a year now that I've used it, and I love it. I love it. Everything in one place is perfect. I really like it. I really like it a lot. So I'll send y'all, just DM me and say, hey, send me the free trial. And even if you like, because a lot of people don't have websites. You can have your website here, because if you click the link in my bios, those are funnels. But my actual website is www.mindyourtaxbusiness.com. And that's my actual funnel that someone built for me. But they had already built that for me before I joined eNoom, because had I joined eNoom, I would have definitely saved my little coin. But no, I probably was, I don't know what I would have done. But for those of you all who you're just starting and you just don't have that money for all of the type of softwares, and you don't have the funds to pay someone $2,000 to simply design your website, it definitely has website and website templates that you can actually use within eNoom. And a great part about it is I actually know the founder and the owner of eNoom, and we work closely together. So we actually have templates specifically for tax professionals and accountants. You dig? So your girl got you. Like, I'm out here working a lot behind the scenes on a lot of things that just, that I just don't see out here. So when and I'm not going to tell y'all to use something and it's funky. Like, I'm not about that life. So I stand by it, and that's what I use. But also, when you go up there are templates, both funnels and website templates, specifically for tax professionals, specifically, and accountants. Okay? Specifically for y'all. Why? Because it's very important for us to have our own. When you go up there, you have your layout. It's very conducive for a tax prep business. Okay? And so that's there in eNoom. Like, for real, I should probably pump it more. But, I just haven't. I probably should pump it more. That's crazy. But yeah. What other questions y'all have for me before my phone died? And I still got to walk back to my house. See, I was on my little walk in my neighborhood. I ain't even go to the track today. I'm like, I'm about to just go right outside and walk around, get some air. It feels good out here. I'll probably go back and eat lunch, and then start preparing for some stuff. And then I have my free masterclass tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you are not doing anything, definitely come through. If you are doing something, you can still register and just get the replay, so you can watch it at your leisure. And if you get the replay, you'll get it 24 hours after, because of course it'll be recorded live. So we'll get it to you out 24 hours after the master class is over. So if you're looking to add an additional stream of income to your repertoire, especially if you still have a job, then definitely come through tonight, and I'll show you exactly how to do so. But did I answer your question, Hayden Singleton? Definitely DM me. Like, DM me, because I don't know if let me see. Let me take a screenshot of this. So I'll be able to go ahead and send that to you regardless. But yeah, so that's what I use. It's amazing. And it can also get testimonies and reviews too. Okay? To your Facebook group, to your Facebook page, or to Google. And we all know, you ain't nothing if you don't have receipts And if you don't have receipts yet to your business, don't trip. You can still, definitely get them. But that's something else that tax professionals don't do, or it's an afterthought. As soon as you're done with someone's tax return, part of their offboarding needs to be a review. Okay? It needs to be a review of their experience. And you want people to be honest, because reviews, if they leave a great review, fantastic. You're doing something right. You can post it on social media and you can just be like, look, I'm doing something great with my tax business. If it's a little iffy, then that's great too, because that shows you what you need to get better at. Don't get upset because someone gives you a non-A plus or not 5 stars on your review. Like, take it as, okay, where can I improve my business? Because if more than a few people are saying the same thing, then there's an issue there. Don't let your pride get in the way of you implementing certain things to enhance your business. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. So ask everyone for a review, an honest review, because you really need to know how your client is experiencing your company. You need to know what that's looking like, how they're processing things, because it's not enough to just get clients. Everyone talks about client attraction, and client attraction is very important, but client retention is more, I'm not even going to say more important, it's as important. Because if you're constantly getting new clients, but those clients aren't coming back, then you're not growing, you're staying the same. You have to keep the clients that you currently have, get new clients, keep those, get new clients, keep those, get new clients, keep those. If you're constantly getting clients and they're not coming back, and you're getting clients and they're not coming back, you're not growing, you're spinning around in circles. So you want to make sure that your client retention is strong as well. Y'all, it's so much to building a profitable tax business. That's why I work with people. When people work with me, it's for the long term. It's for at least 6 months, if not the whole year. Like last year, I started working with people Q1 as early as February. And now they are preparing for tax season. They have some of them have online businesses, some of them have brick and mortars, and they are doing the darn thing. You hear me? Like, doing the darn thing, because we worked all of last year on starting their business, building it, and scaling it to a place where now they're about to reap the benefits of tax season. They're about to reap their harvest, which is clients and all of that. All of our work did not go in vain. And then we'll even know a better version of this story come April, when they can look back on their tax season and say, oh, look at this compared to my tax season last year. I have this one girl, and it's definitely more than one girl, but this is most of the people who actually opened this year that I started working with Q1 last year. A lot of them are new. They weren't in the tax business or the tax industry before, but this one lady was. She was in the tax industry before. She already had a tax business. She didn't have her own EFIN, but she definitely had tax. She had experienced some tax seasons. And so she wasn't new, and she already kind of had a client base, but it was just so many things that she didn't even know, and so when people work with me, that is the trend that I get. Oh, I didn't even know that. I never even considered that. I didn't even think that was important. So it doesn't matter if you're new or if you have been in the game for a few years. Just because you've been preparing taxes and making money, like I said, doesn't mean you know how to run a business. And that is what I teach people, how to run a successful tax business. So if you're trying to be on the A team, click the link in my bio, see how you can work with me. Definitely join Tax Boss Academy, because that's how you can work with me. Outside of, what I like to call samples, so my free masterclass, of course, you can get an idea of how I coach or whatnot. And of course, tonight we'll have a Q&A or whatnot. And then my challenge, you'll spend 5 or 6 days if you're VIP with me, so you get another dose of how it is to work with me and all of that. And then, we can really get down to the nitty gritty, and you join Tax Boss Academy, which is my tax school. It's a school split into 3 different ways. 3 different phases: the start phase, build phase, and scale phase. And all 3 phases it equals a 5-month program. It is a 5-month program that teaches you everything from the very beginning of starting your tax business to scaling it. So it's a 5-month program, but you have access to all of the information for a year. So that's all the course content, and then we have weekly meetings. You know what I'm saying? With every phase. So to make sure that you're measuring your progress, to make sure that you're getting your questions answered, to make sure that you understand the information, and I give you time to implement, because the transformation is in the implementation. It's not just you sitting here listening to me all day. I mean, listening to me all day is great. You know what I'm saying? But I also have things for you to do, actionable items, so you can see the transformation yourself, things for you to implement, because I know the transformation is in the implementation, not just sitting down taking notes. And the implementation and the action and me holding you accountable merged with the community that I have. Everyone in my community is a boss within their own right, okay? The community that you have to fall back on for personal and professional things, because as I don't know about y'all, but as an entrepreneur, even some of my closest friends and my family, they don't understand. They just simply don't understand what we go through on a day-to-day basis. And sometimes you just need that community to just understand what you're going through and why something is so good or something is so bad, and to just kind of bring you back. Because most people, they can't see the vision if it's not already there. Okay? And it's no fault with them. It's just that you have to find the right community for you to keep on feeling empowered, that will continue to empower you and to motivate you to continue on. And that's something that I wanted to create, because I didn't have that when I first started my tax business. And so now y'all have a place to go, you know, in order to get your questions answered and to understand exactly not even how and what to do when it comes to your tax business, but the why behind it. I make sure you understand why we're doing certain things, because I don't like for y'all to just be, I'm doing this because Tatiana Favors told me. I mean, that's cool, but I need you to understand why we're doing it too, because when you understand that, then you can take what I'm teaching and you can apply it to anything. You can be successful at anything. And that's where I'm coming from with it. But I'm on 10% now, and I do not want to be in the middle of a word and this goes dead. So I'm going to holler at y'all a little later. Click the link in my bio, see what I got going on. And if you have any questions, DM me. Okay, y'all? I will see y'all later. Peace.